Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing off the best item and equipment mods in Baldur's Gate 3, featuring some cool weapons like this gun mod for the Artificer, as well as all of the items from Baldur's Gate 2. We got like 500 different items to cover here and a bunch of different chests, so I'll be going over all of these and breaking down some of the best ones in the in-game mod manager. So the first one that I'll be starting off with is the Arcane Caster pistol mod. This is the Artificer set made by Scurvy, who you probably know the name. They've made a ton of great mods. Scurvy's really doing the most when it comes to a bunch of different weapon and equipment mods. You may most notably know them for their plasma weapons or the Dark Urge Slayer equipment, which are also going to be covered in this video. And they also got the Slayer Warglaives, a bunch of other really fun mods. I recommend every single mod that they make, but in particular, this Arcane Caster pistol set looks really cool. It also gives you the equipment mod that you see there, so that outfit is included in this. And it just gives you these really nice looking weapons. So the Arcane Caster set you can see here, it's got this hat here, which gives you a bonus to attack rolls and thrown attack rolls. And this one reduce all incoming damage reduced by 1, but the guns are the big one. So there's a couple different ones. They got the Onyx Outlaw or the Crimson Raider, and they have special bullet formula on hit. So once per turn, you may detonate all marks in range. And as the welder levels up, Crimson Raider progressively enchants itself and deal more damage for all sources. And it gives you a bunch of these different attacks. So you can get Disintegrating Shot, which will disintegrate your target into crumbly ash. You get your regular old ranged weapon attacks, so you can just lash it with your guns there. Uses somewhat similar to the Eldritch Blast, which a lot of these gun mods do. You got Repulsor Shots, Black Hole Shots, Fatal Barrage, and many others. So I really do enjoy this because, hey, the more gun mods, the better. I do like the M1911 mod from Nexus Mods, but as far as lore accurate, well, I guess just feels in the world, this one does a great job of making it feel like it should be in Baldur's Gate. In addition, you see that Steel Defender behind you. You actually get that from the Artificer's Modular Gloves. So this is another equipment mod that's included in here, and you can summon a Steel Defender to fight alongside you, and it will heal, or it'll level itself up as your character levels up. So you can see there we got Bernard basically 51 health at level 11, and it's got itself some attacks called Lightning, Static Overdrive, and Leaping Static, and it can also just do an unarmed strike. So this mod really has a lot going for it, not just a gun weapon mod, but also has equipment and a summon. So big fan when mods do things like that. But there's also another really great mod by Scurvy that I want to focus on here with the hand cannon chest, or the hand cannon mod. So this is the Gunslinger weapon. You can see that there, very Western, but it does come with a few more gun mods that just look really well in the world of Baldur's Gate. So I'll just equip these here so you can get an idea of the aesthetics of these. And they also come with their own unique abilities. They look a little bit more traditional to what would happen if an Artificer existed in the game. They're less overpowered. You got your aim shots there, ranged attacks, Fatal Barrage, so you can still attack with these, and they just look cool. So I recommend either of these if you think that they look nice. They also come with different equipment mods. So with the hand cannon, you also got yourself the Gunslinger hat, the good and the bad, and the Reckless Gunslinger. So a bunch of different ones. There's hip sheathing ones, there's back sheathing. I prefer the hip sheathing weapons because I just think they look good there. So there's also a mod that'll actually let you put any weapons on your hip. Just search up hip sheathing. Just want to make a little side note on that because I get a few questions about it. But another mod that I do want to bring up is the dark set mod. So this is another mod by Scurvy, and with this mod you get a bunch of lightsabers, just plain and simple lightsabers. This mod's actually also available on console too, so the console players can enjoy it as well. It's got multiple different types of lightsabers, which I think is pretty cool, and they seem to be adding more and more to this. There's now like the Calestis armor here, which is another armor set that they included in with this mod. You can see there, it looks pretty decent. Nice to have some other options when it comes to armor sets in the game, but the weapons themselves are really cool. You also got the reverse lightsabers, which I think look pretty nice. So you can see there, you swing with it backwards, and it's just fun. So you got your normal lightsabers, you got these reverse ones, and you got the plasma staffs. You got a lot going on with the dark set. There's also now these new plasma claymores, so you can go ahead with these. They also have ones that you can change the color on them. You can see what this looks like here. It's always glowing. Sorry, Scratch, didn't mean to hit you with that. But yeah, it gives you a cool weapon. This one's obviously your arm's going right through the lightsaber, but yeah, it's fun getting more weapons like this that are from other games, like something like Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, which we'll get to eventually. I think is awesome. So Scurvy, you've done a great job with your mods. Just want to showcase those there. But we got some other fun ones here. I just want to show off. I guess there's the Dark Urge Slayer. Still on the topic of Scurvy, this mod has so much going on with it. So You may know this one, the ball supplements. This offered a bunch of armor. It's pretty overpowered, I'll be honest. It's also available on console, so some players may know it. It was actually the first one for console players to get the Dream Guardians armor, so there's a bunch of them here. You also got underwear, which you can equip. Doesn't show appearance wise, or it does show appearance wise, but you can wear this and get yourself all these spells if you want to use the base game armors and just add in a little bit something special. It also has some pretty powerful weapons. The ball's chosen, and you also got the camp clothing versions of all of these, so you can equip the camp clothing and just put that on if you want to wear something a little bit different. So this one's great. The Dark Earth Slayer equipment, very, very nice. Next, I want to focus though on the Miseria greatsword here. So made by Pommel Strike, you may know them for the Evelyn Sweetheart shotgun mod. Now, what this mod does, and I think it does very well, is it has a weapon that just looks gorgeous, and there's 3 tiers of it. So you got like the rare, very rare, and the legendary status weapon. So once we equip this, you're gonna see it actually goes very well, because the place that your hand goes is right in this inside of the circle here. So it actually looks really nice. It's got this cool chilling effect on it. I'm currently using this on a modded playthrough that I'm doing on stream, so if you want to check it out, Saturdays and Sundays. But yeah, this weapon just looks so nice, so I have to give it some recognition here because it looks so amazing. And I'm a big fan of like ice weapons, encrusted with frost there. You can apply that. You got some different weapon actions with this here. So you got the Benova de Shiva. So that is, if you've played Final Fantasy, you'll know exactly what that is. Bestow Shiva's Icy Blessing upon an ally. Its movement speed increases and its next attack deals additional cold damage. Kind of similar to the Absolute's mark that you can get from Minthara. I just love this mod. It's a cool looking sword. I love big swords. It's just great, so just have to highlight that. And while I'm on the topic of big swords, you may know this, I always have this sword on me. If you know Berserk, the Guts Greatsword, it's actually called the Dragonslayer 2.0. It's in the in-game mod manager made by Dr. Sauce here. Yeah, it's awesome. Just there's a different version here. The one that I'm using currently is removed from the in-game mod manager, and I actually can't remove the mod. Not that I'm complaining, because the sword looks awesome. So yeah, there is a couple different versions of this, and probably more to come just due to the popularity of this weapon. Next, I want to show off the Cataclysmic Winterblade Fire and Frost swords. I love fire, I love ice, and anything elemental's fun. Being able to do that with weapons is even greater. So you got a couple different versions here. You have a long sword sheath or a double sheath here, so depends what you want to go with. But whenever you equip this, you get this really nice looking sword. It's got the fire. This is the fire version here. It's glowing. I love when any of these weapons glow. And in addition, you can dual wield these with the ice sword, so you can go ahead. I don't have the proficiency on this character. I guess I do. It still lets you equip them. And yeah, now you get a fire and an ice sword, so it looks nice. Pulling these out, your character's face looks hilarious whenever you're doing this. But yeah, it's a really nice looking mod, just because both of these swords are just great looking. That's all I can really say about them. They do have cool actions here. So you get like Frost Grip, which you can pull targets towards you. Fire Blast, you can push them back. They kind of work in tangent with each other. So I'm a big fan of any type of class or weapon mods that add a bunch of unique icons and actions to the game. I guess I should have mentioned this mod is also made by Skirby, so you know they just keep rolling with it. Now another mod that I know a lot of people like is Treasure Trove Weapons and Armor. I did a full video talking about this, so I don't want to go too in depth because I'd be talking about this for hours. So what this ends up looking like is 236 different armors, and they're all different rarities. So you got your like legendary and then the weaker versions of them, which adds effects as they level up in strength. So you get these as early in the game as you can, and then they can kind of level up with you. You can see here, you got like the weapon versions, also have that 3 different types here. There's a lot of different weapon mods, but this one's got the most in it, with 86 weapons, 236 armor. I'm not going to do the math and the number there, but it's a lot. So it's great. And yeah, really enjoy this. Made by Horizon VP. They also have different sets here, so we'll talk about on the mod.io page what each of the sets are if you want to go a little bit in depth with it. They also got some like ones based for like Gale, Waterdeep's armor, Cleric, Life Cleric armor. It's great. Treasure Trove is awesome, and I did a video on it, so if you want to check that out, I've also covered that. They also got the CL Magic and Might gear by Copperleaves, the Big Dang Hero Paladin, and the Bangin' Bard gear. So these are 3 mods made by Copperleaves there, specific to a certain class, which is awesome. So like Safety Dance, at the beginning of your turn, the robe activates, granting you temporary health equal to your charisma modifier. I'm still standing. Time makes you bolder. Damage gets done. So there's some cool, funny references to songs on this one here. Neil short skirt. So some of them do have unique appearances. As you can see here, I'm not going to equip them because sometimes it does glitch out and I don't want to have to go and remove a bunch of stuff from this video. But yeah, you can see that they do have some very aesthetic appearances to them. There's a few other mods that Copper Leaves has made. So you can see here, they got a bunch of them. Fighters, gear, skimpies. The Bang and Bard gear is the most popular one. In Constant Mood, this cleric armor. Dastardly Accruement rogue gear. So it's great for Astarion. Magic and Might, Rage Queen Barbarian, and many others, which I have a hard time clicking on because sometimes they do have a little bit of explicit looking armor. But yeah, the Bang and Bard, the Paladin, they got some really good stuff there. So the Magic and Might has 178 different pieces of gear because it accounts for wizards, sorcerers, and warlocks. So you got one of each. And then there's a bunch of other items that come with it. So they're very well done. A lot of things going on with that. So just want to show them out. Next, I want to talk about the sets of Faerûn. So there's also a cheat version of this, which will allow you to get them all in the tutorial chest. But basically what this does is it gives you a bunch of equipment sets based around limited builds and player profiles. So these are specific to different characters. The equipment mod is not balanced to be granted early game. So you do get a chance to get these items throughout the game, which I think is awesome whenever they allow you to earn the items as you play through it. And also, if you wanted to, you can also download their cheat version of this, which will give you all the items right at the start. They also made a tutorial chest summoning mod, so you can summon in the tutorial chest and get all their items. Oh, for the gamer. Great job on these. Next, I want to point out Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, because I'm a big Marvel fan. Currently playing a bunch of Marvel Rivals. And this mod is just awesome, because it gives you Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. I actually did a build based on Thor using both of these, and it's like a throwing class, which is super cool because you get a lot of extra damage when you throw these two weapons. So go check that out on my channel. Thor build, it uses Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, and it's a blast to play, trust me on that. So you can even use it with base game classes like the Eldritch Knight. It's really cool. And the Tempest Cleric was another thing I added into it. Whole lot of fun. Highly recommend it. Mjolnir and Stormbreaker by Ross Prey, which you may know for a bunch of other mods that they made, like the Aasimar race mod, the Raptor Tamer subclass, Greater Undead race, Archdevil race, and many others. Now I just need to give an honorable mention. This is one of the best actually equipment mods, but everyone knows Fear Taylor's Camp Clothing mod. Fear Taylor has done a fantastic job with this mod. It gives a bunch of different items here that you can use as camp clothing. So if you wanted to start the game and have some of the coolest outfits in the game, and some of them that are not normally accessible, like the Death Mage outfit here and the Merkle Cultist outfit, Orin's outfit, even things like Mizora's dress and the Dryad outfit. You can get all these with this mod. I highly recommend using this one because there's like 400 different pieces of gear with this mod. So it's got literally something for everyone, I would say, if you're looking to spice things up on your next playthrough. Highly recommend giving Fear Taylor's Camp Clothing mod a try because of all the unique combinations that you can go with for making your team look super cool. You even got the Dream Guardian outfit. You got the Fancy Noble outfit from Act 3. And yeah, this is a very fun mod. Highly recommend it. Fear Taylor does a great job with the stuff that they make, and they're constantly adding more things to this. As we can see, last updated 3 days ago, so they're constantly working. Shout out to Fear Taylor for this. They've done so much hard work on this, and they just deserve recognition for it because they've done so much. Next, we got ourselves, I guess, going back to Skirby. It's not my fault they make the best weapon mods in the game. I'm sorry about that, guys. The Venom Carbine, or Viper Carbine, Steampunk Rifle Gun. So what this looks like, the Viper Carbine, you get strength or dexterity based versions of it. I'm going to equip it and show what this looks like, because this is gnarly. This is one of the best looking weapon mods in the game. It's got this nice red jewel empowering it. Very steampunk all the way through. I love this mod. As someone that enjoys these types of weapons, this one just takes the cake for having a large rifle. This one just looks like it could potentially be something that like Barkus Root would make in the game. So love that for us. We got ourselves a very nice weapon mod here. And again, Skirby's gone above and beyond anyone's expectations of what's possible with weapon mods. They seriously so good. You can see the different effects that you got with the weapon too. Love this mod. It's got a lot of fun things going for it. Next, I also want to focus on Dante's Rebellion sword. So there's a few different versions of Dante's sword in the game. There's actually the Devil Sword Dante, which I always have equipped on Shadowheart here. And then there's this version here, also made by Skirby. This is based on Devil May Cry, if you've ever played. Another fun weapon mod. Just wanted to showcase that. And we also got ourselves the Forgotten Realms armaments. So you may know some of these items. I'll get to the best one at the end here because I was having some trouble actually getting it to spawn in. But this here adds things like the Scythe of Merkul and the Clover weapon and the Chaos Flail, which is a skull flail, which is normally not in the game, and many other weapons to the game that I think just look awesome. So I love this mod. I think it's great. Get the Bruin Ladle here. So much stuff going on. There's a Fear Tailor Cam clothing, 579 different pieces. Crazy, but yeah, this adds a bunch of weapons that are in the game that are not normally accessible and makes them pretty powerful. So highly recommended. The final mod that I've been saving here is the Baldur's Gate 2 weapons and armor mod. This one I referenced at the start of the video. Basically, it adds a bunch of weapons from Baldur's Gate 3. So you got the real Flail of the Ages, because there's a Flail of the Ages in Baldur's Gate 3. This version's a little bit stronger here, and it's great. They reenact some of the abilities that you get from these weapons in Baldur's Gate 3 itself. So or Baldur's Gate 2 itself. So if you played the game, you may recognize a lot of these weapons as things that you would normally get here. Got Karsamir here, Axe of the Unyielding. Some of them are overpowered. That's just the nature of how they act in Baldur's Gate 3. But you can see there's a ton of weapon mods. There's also another mod that the creator has made, Lanubis here. And their other mod that they made allows you to get all the stuff in the tutorial chest. They also made the Drunken Fist Monk subclass. This cheat version allows you to get them all in the chest here, but whenever I go to grab the chest, the armaments are empty for some reason, so a little bit of an issue there, but that's okay. I think I have to go through a few more long rests to get it to appear, but the nice thing about this is it's actually something you can get in the real game. So you can see here where you're going to get these items. So True Soul Gut has Nasher the club, Beastmaster Zerk has the dagger Venom, Blurg has the Firetooth dagger, Phase Spider Matriarch has the Stiletto de Marchess, and it goes on and on and on. So I love this mod. Just being able to get all these items from Baldur's Gate 2 now in Baldur's Gate 3 is fantastic. You can see here I'm scrolling and scrolling, and yeah, you can literally get weapons from pretty much everyone in the game. I like these mods for a reason, that it makes it feel like more alive on a subsequent playthrough when you can get new items and that sense of exploration. So I gotta shout them out for putting a lot of effort into this mod. There's so much to enjoy about this, and Baldur's Gate 2 is near and dear to a lot of people, so if you played it, you gotta check this mod out. But that's it for the best weapon and equipment mods in Baldur's Gate 3. I'll be probably doing another video similar to this in the future whenever more get added, because there's just so many cool ones in this game, and I have to showcase them because I was asked by a few people to cover the best item and equipment in this game. So there it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.